Hello YouTube, welcome to Hackman Gaming. I am Hackmed. We are back with some more out of ore. I think we need to get to work on one wheel. We should only have one wheel. The other wheels only had one thing left. And no point in spinning them, wasting time on it. We got stuff to do. So for our buff for the day, truck breakdown. Alright, so trucks broke down. So we are on, which is fine. Make it work. That actually gives us a good opportunity to go through, get some wood cut down for some more floors and walls so we can finish getting this enclosed up in here. Kind of looking at it, I don't know if this pad's going to be big enough or not for us. Once the smelters get over there, it'll be all right. We got to go into town, hopefully here, and make some more money. So we can buy some more smelters so we can make money faster. I think might be the best way to go there. And then yeah, what else do I want to get done today? I mean, I want to get a lot. Not having a truck, that makes it hard to dig out what we need, and I don't think it's worth driving like the loader all the way up to the first little pit and then back. So I think we can use this time here to work on the plant, try to get some wood cut down. Try to maybe use the loader, start scooping kind of a little a ramp down there and dumping the dirt up here. Let's take a look. I don't feel like this slope here is really that bad. I feel like that's a pretty good slope till about right here. I still think we need to build this up a little bit, and then we'll be able to trying to think. I start the ramp like right here. I go through and dig it out. If I come back here, I can just extend the ramp further down in. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I'm not sure on yet because we're not quite far enough to be there. All right, let's hop in here. Start it up. Yeah, a little bit. Let's go back. All this will be so much easier, and will be easier once we get some bigger equipment. Yeah, I mean, that'd be a long ramp because ultimately I'm probably going to start it roughly. I mean, there's my cut, right? So, guessing kind of more like here. I don't want to go steep, and I don't know my ramp building skills here with the loader. I think I need to smooth it out a little bit before I drive on it to keep me from bouncing around, causing issues. So I kept night on, but I did make some changes. I did speed it up to, I think it was 6 times. So we're still going to go through night, and we'll test that. I want to see if it goes a little quicker. Like I said, it's such a pain to see, and when I go back and watch, I'm like, yeah, I'm not really a fan. I mean, sure, it makes things like the first person challenge a hell of a lot harder at night, almost impossible with the lighting system. Um, I'm okay with being, you know, hard, difficult or some sort of challenge, but that's not like a challenge. That's just an impossible task to see through those freaking headlights sometimes. But that and the recordings just look a little dark. And but as I said, I think it's 6 times. We'll check it out once the night comes around again and see if it feels good. Like an episode in the dark, you know, at a time, I think is plenty. Personally. Not a ton of dirt here, and not a lot of things I can do about it, unfortunately. Like I said, I need to get the roller over here so I can kind of help smooth this out as I go. That obviously just make the ramp easier to build, right? Like if I'm bouncing up and down, it's gonna make the ramp do that the whole way and just a lot more pain in the butt. But I need to get some width here to it first, I think. Yeah, truck definitely would be nice. It would be helpful. But on a bright note, we have all production. We have all of our tier 1 vehicles unlocked. We have all of the conveyor stuff unlocked. And all of our... What am I missing here? Did I say production? I don't remember. Production and power. I'm not sure which one I missed. Yeah, might be able to come out here. I do this part by hand a little bit, just right here at this entrance. I think I'll just keep working on this for just a little bit. Like I said, it ain't going to take much to build it. I don't know how deep I'm going to go yet. It's either going to be an excavator or this deep. Just kind of depends. For some reason with the mouse and keyboard, I struggle with the, like not auto centering on. I don't know why. Almost feel like my reaction ain't quick enough, or not. I mean, I'm just not paying attention enough to it. I'm watching the digging and. But like if you're off just like a degree, it might be because it's hard to tell. I just definitely notice I struggle with it, but it's so nice to have. A few more days, hopefully I won't have to worry about it. I'll just have my wheel and give that a shot. I feel like that could be pretty fun. ideally, I'd like to use like the cement ramps to get down here and get a nice solid surface and angle and everything nice uniform, but can't yet. Eventually we will. Eventually we'll probably upgrade to a concrete ramp. Once we can make concrete, obviously. No. You out right here. You look good enough. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Or it's about to be your day. I hope you're having a start to a wonderful day, or I hope it was a wonderful day. I don't know where you're at. Yeah, like I said, this is definitely a little bit more of a pain, kind of a hassle having to drive up here instead of just dumping the truck and then dump a lot more at once. But just got to adapt. That's about all we can do. Be lowered down before you flip me. And as far as the ramp goes, width-wise, that won't be too big of a deal if I don't get it, you know, the right width for like a 400 or something. So we'll be able to widen it because I ain't going to put nothing bottom, make sure we have room for it. I already tell. Yeah, I need to bring the roll down. I need to flatten this up right here. I'd be able to drive through there better too to get up to here. Maybe I will dump that, get down there, and I'll go grab that. And I think with the whole like equipment breakdown, once we unlock the next tier of equipment, start getting it, I might separate them. Like tier 2 trucks broke down or tier 1 trucks broke down, whatever the case may be. That way, if you know, obviously if tier 1 breaks down and I have tier 2, I don't really care. But if it's the other way around, tier 2 breaks, you know, at least I still have these first tier trucks. Not ideal, not what I'm gonna want, but at least I'll be able to do it and use it. You down here. The roller's the other thing I don't know why I have such a hard time with not auto centering steering. But I don't know. Whatever. I just look a little more silly when I drive, but ultimately I get the job done. I think most of the time. You know what? I think after this autosave, I'm gonna take it back to like 15. We've had enough episodes where nothing's crashed, so I guess fingers crossed. No, if I don't want to get too close to that edge. Actually, I got two things here. One, let's pull you out of the way for now. And 2, let's shut you off. I still, I say it like every episode or every other episode. I hate the bumpy ground, and I don't understand the reasoning for it. I don't know if it's the plug-in or add-on that does it, or if it was like a design choice. It just doesn't make sense to me to have all these rigid bumps. Hilly, totally cool, totally get it, but don't understand why the top is so just. I'm driving on a mountain the whole time. I understand the little hills. I understand the dips. You know, like where it dips down and there's like holes, but just to have all of the landscape jagged, just. I guess we got equipment to flatten it out. That's what we usually do, but I just feel like it's on the excessive side for whatever reason, but it might not be an option or a choice, just what we're stuck with the plug-in or engine, whatever it is that's doing the ground generation. I figure I might as well flatten this out now too, while I got the roller out and up here. But let's see where I need to add, and if I need to add further up, I can get to it easier. As I said, concrete will be nice once we get there, but we're not quite ready yet, so we're gonna do the old school. So it's pretty decent for now. What time is it? 6 in the morning. Thought it was morning. Not getting dark. Can't keep up sometimes. I think that hill, yeah, we already started digging that out too. That hill will be gone at some point. Wasn't sure if I'd be able to reach that part or not. So weird. This between this and the shovel, I feel like shovel is faster. Like I could, smooth out ground quicker than this one time. But I think this does a better job ultimately the first time and only time you have to go. Not often do you have to go over the same spot multiple times with this. little spot right there. Then we'll be able to kind of get an idea where we want to add more dirt, take away more dirt. I'm going to assume we won't be taking it away, really. Kind of need a strip right down the middle here, and we need to kind of remove the side of that hill there. That is good for that. Let me just back this out of the way for now. At least we got a nice smooth area to run that on. All right. Turn that on for some safety, huh? No. I had a nice little slope there. Screw it up now. Obviously, the equipment as we go up will be a little better, a little quicker. Handle hills a little bit better. Honestly, that don't feel too bad. Probably go like right here. That was weird. That was probably me, but it felt. Yeah, I feel like that slope's doing okay. It's hard when you start on it. Hard when you start on the slope, but I think we'll be just fine. All the dirt dumped out under my rear tire. I feel like I might be starting to get a little steeper than I want. I got plenty of room. I mean, the cut ain't gonna start till, you know, about the pylons there, so I got plenty of room. I don't need to rush it. I gotta get up there. Maybe right here. A little bit right there. In fact, let's see if I can kind of shave this little side of this mountain off right here that just in the way. Looks silly anyway. I think my biggest problem with the auto steering and stuff and not being on and being on, I don't feel like it turns quick enough, and maybe it's just me not, driving this stuff in real life and not being used to it, but I just don't feel like it turns as fast as I feel like it should. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna shave just a little bit more off right there. And I think for the moment that shall be pretty decent. If I can get up here without flipping. Which, you never know. Alright, so now as far as that, I feel like that might be pretty decently filled in. Let's, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Actually, I think I know what I'm going to do with this too. Just try to go in this little valley here that's having us be sloped. It's definitely hard trying to level with like this method, because there's no real super great control of dirt coming out of the bucket per se. But at least that I can control might be better than what I picture in my head, but I just don't. I never did change the autosaves. Go me. And we're getting low on. Well, I'd say we got a ramp about halfway deep enough, roughly. At least based on the front loader. Let's see, can I like pour this slower? See, too slow, it just like wastes the dirt. It just like deletes the dirt when you're dumping it. So, like I dumped over half my bucket. Nothing built up on the ground. Pretty much fast or not at all. Wasn't bad until I pulled on my joystick a little too much. What is it? Coal? It's so hard to tell because it's different when you get out and look at it than when you stay in the vehicle. I've seen multiple times in this season so far. Like I said, it's like real giant rock-looking pieces, and you get out and look at it, and it's real fine-grained coal. You're like, oh, it's coal. But yet it looks like, I don't know, either rock or iron, whatever the one might be. But I'm sure you guys have seen it through episodes that point it out when I do. About out of fuel. I'm just going to take this up here. It's not a whole lot of anything in it, but like, to me that looks like pay dirt. I don't quite think I'm hitting pay dirt. Guess you never know. Maybe it was pay dirt. Alright, you know what? Let's, I need to start remembering to get my equipment out of the way before, you know, I'm not ending the episode right now, but before I end an episode. Because a lot of times, like for example, trucks are broke down, but I have that right there in the way. So, what are you gonna do? Let's see. Try to flatten this out. See where we're sitting. The ramp a little bit. Alright, let's get this rolled out. Let's see. Low fuel on this guy. I don't think this was enough dirt to get what I was going for, but I think it's enough. Come on, wait. I'm up there. It's a little shake, and it gets up there just fine. This one might not be able to be shook up. Oh. This is good. There we go. Don't think I'm gonna quite make it up that little bump there. No. Doing good, doing good. Also, still obviously looking for more ideas for different buffs to happen throughout the day. A little daily episode debuff thing. So if you guys got any ideas, let me know. The more we have, obviously, the more variety we're going to get, at least. Yeah, let's make it. Yeah, so if you guys got some cool ideas or something that you think would be fun to have a chance of happening through an episode, let me know. Also, just a nice reminder, we have community map for Out of Ore. Went to fire it up the other day, but unfortunately it was like middle of the week and nobody was available or wanted to play at that time, so not a huge deal. But that is something I'm definitely gonna try to set up again. And we do have our farming lumber, more or less, construction community save that we've been doing and been turning out pretty well so far. So I got another episode of that coming out here pretty soon, probably a couple, and those are longer. Those I split up a couple of them here and there because they're like 4 or 5. I think the longest one was like 8-9 hour session, so I split some of them up here and there, and at least into 2. But definitely welcome more people to that if you're interested in it. Hop in the Discord. Link is in the description. And yeah, join up. Like I said, trying to have a good time. So far, so good. Let's see if I run over. I want to try to save myself enough fuel to get this up to low. I'm probably going to cut it really close because that's what I do, but you know, don't think there's any point in driving all the way up to the exit here, so. Alright, let's kind of hit over here a little bit. Let's hit the ramp that we've done so far. Hopefully while staying away from the edges, because you know what that does. Like I said, not a lot done, but we do have probably, I'm guessing, about half our depth built. And from here, it'll just be, you know, fine-tuning it as we go down and trying to get it level as possible. I feel like right here might be decent distance away. I just don't want to turn right now. If I turn, I'm going to turn probably right into that wall with my luck. Smash it all right to a curve. But yeah, this will definitely go concrete at some point. Not only in case I flip the rock truck all over the place and fill up the whole ramp with dirt. But also, it looks nicer, looks cooler. We're not red yet, so I think we can just hold this down and keep smoothing all the way up until it turns red, then we'll turn it off, get close, hopefully. Eventually, this whole thing will be probably concreted, maybe paved if by the time we're ready. The rate this is going and the luck we've had pretty early on, maybe they'll have the asphalt rework kind of in there where it'll be a little thicker and not be breakable, and we'll asphalt it. But either way, we'll put some sort of material on it. I guess as long as I'm close, I'll be fine, because the loader still has some gas in it. I'm just going to stare it up in here. Re-hit this stuff here. I don't like getting that close to the floor because it's going to pull it down, but as long as it keeps it fairly close, then I think it'll be fine. Trying to kick it off just as the dirt disappears off the wood floor up here. So it seems to be working pretty decent. I know, feels empty. Let me finish this a little bit right here. Press into the plant. I think we should be able to reach both of those with a tank there. All right, not too bad. That looks a little better, I think. I think that's definitely a very nice slope. I mean, it's kind of high here, so we'll end up cutting that down and making it more straight just so we don't have to drive around it because that makes the most sense. How about this side? We're not going to do anything more with it today, but yeah, we still gotta... I still want to raise that up probably a good amount. Not necessarily level with that, but probably right around there, roughly. I think should work good. So we got that to do. Let's grab some more materials that we may have smelted, and let's go to the store and let's buy some more smelters to start. Head back because, again, store's open. It's not double price today. So let's take advantage of that situation. Because if I say, oh, I'm going to get more smelters in the next episode, we know what'll happen. The store will be closed, or prices will be doubled. That's just how it goes. And we'll just chop down some trees on our way and on our way back. And I might get more island. Just to be able to mark this road a little bit better to see. And then I got to choose a side because I did that in the dark and I ended up on like the left side of some of the pylons, on the right side of the other one. I just got to get that path like ironed out. At some point, we're going to be paving it and taking the dozer down at first and getting a dirt road instead of a grass road. The grader would be nice too. If we get the grader, that'll work for us if we unlock that before the dozer. Ultimately, I'd rather not waste money on a grader right away. But it'd work. I have a feeling we'll have some pretty good money here coming up anyway. Between the little mini mine we got going over there and then the other one that we're gonna have up here. Would be nice just to get to some rock too. Then we don't have to worry about cutting down trees no more. I look forward to that day. Farming sim, I love it. This game, I don't hate it, but obviously it could be better, and it will be. I know it will be. What the devs background are lumber mods, lumberjack mods for Farming Sim 22, and were they part of 19? I can't remember for sure. And they stated that. So it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. The hardest thing is, for me, is staying patient enough to wait for all the cool updates that I want. Like probably most of people that play this, right? Like you always want more no matter how much you get. And then this little deal we have to figure out is I know it might not be too bad either. Let me look at that. One. Come on. Like a little bit here, but we might be able to just kind of cut this into a nice flat road straight up and just bypass that. I know I originally marked it over there to do that too, and that's still an option, but I don't remember why I didn't want to do this side, but maybe I felt like it wasn't going to work very well. But I think we might have a pretty decent shot at it. I think it'd be a lot easier here than over there, obviously. Well, again, something we'll just have to look into. We got to get there first. All right, let's get rid of this little gold, little iron, a lot more iron, little lithium. That's it. All right, 104,000 purchase. We're going to get 2 smelters. Is there anything else I want? I don't think so, right? Conveyor, like our system's up and good enough for now. I think from here, it's realistically just trying to save some money for vehicles. I don't know if there's any vehicles we even want at the moment. Like, we got a loader. Dozers aren't out yet. Graders, that's, I think, first one will be next here. Rock trucks, like all we have the option for is the no tailgate, and I don't see a reason for it in this one. I don't think, do any of these like 0 turns? Where are they? What is that? 2.1 yard. Oops, wrong button. 2.1. So look, is that one should be unlocked because it's a 2, it has a 2 series in it. Because we have this guy, that's 2.1. That's 2.1. And that one is, depending on the bucket, it's expensive. This isn't new. Because the next ones are these. The next tier will be the 300, 3,000, yeah, just 300 series. And that's only 3.7. And then, so that, I have to look and see if this was on my list. I don't remember seeing this before. Or maybe it's just the cab being fixed is making it look way different. Actually, I got my spreadsheet here. What is that? The EX2000? I don't see it on my list. Could have just missed it. Whatever. I'll have to check into it though because that's expensive. That's expensive. Then here's another question. So you got the EX200A and the EX200D, which I feel like are almost the same, are they not? I mean, 188, 238, 801, 30. Is this just a new version of this? Does this like move faster? Does it spin faster? Does like the controls work faster? It's like I don't understand some of the machines in this game. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would anybody ever pay this kind of money for this when you can get it for almost half the price? Actually, yeah, half the price. But 88 would be 160, so over half the price, and it just looks wore out. Is that the only reason? Crazy. But yeah, we don't need any of that. Obviously, we'd like to get another turbine, but I'm not going to waste the money on that right now. I do need to figure out what color I want the equipment to be because I don't like the red. Save some money for parts. Don't need horn, and that's it. So yeah, think think that's gonna be it. Question is, you know what? Let's get one of those. And am I still gonna need the factory production or the SM? Yes, I'll have to turn stuff into the diamonds from the ore. Okay. Not a big deal right now because we don't have any of that. Yeah, let's get 3 smelters. Again, all that does is going to get us stuff smelted quicker, which is going to get us more money sooner. Yeah, this right here might actually be a lot better. And come on. I wonder if I didn't do it because I already turned the road that way. That might be the reason, because the road's kind of coming here, which I left it there to give me this issue to have and try to figure out. I guess if I did a turn kind of sharp, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We can always rip up the asphalt there and do it in a different angle, direction, whatever it takes. All right. You guys all chop down. Head back to the place. Get our smelter set up. I'm going to chop down every tree. Like, you know, some down there I'm not going to get. I'm just kind of like in a path here. If I swing and miss like 4 times, I'm not even going to bother with it. But I do think trees, for some reason, have stopped regrowing. Does anybody else run into that issue? Because I don't seem to have any trees regrow, which I am personally okay with. Like, I don't... This map is so huge, I think there's nothing wrong with having to, you know, move away from your base to get wood if you're playing that route. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal, to be honest. I mean, you know how big the map. If you play or you've seen enough of the game, you know how big these maps are. They're strangely, excessively too big. You know what I mean? They don't need to be this big, but kind of cool that they are. But with the dig limit, you know, you can't utilize it for that anyway. And I don't think, you know, you'd build multiple wash plants and buildings and stuff like that, and like you're not going to take up anything. All right, what are we looking at here? We got some decent wood going on here. Not bad, not great, but more than we had, and not really having to spend the whole episode out running, just cutting trees, just kind of doing it, heading back with their smelters. I should just swing while I'm walking. If I miss, tough shit. But at this rate, it don't look like I'm going to get anything. Oh, I thought it was too early. Come on. Let's take down something. Yeah, I kind of want to definitely spread out stuff around this mine site a little bit more, make it kind of feel probably a lot bigger than it's going to look or be. And like I said, I have a ton of ideas in my head, but those are just ideas at the moment. We'll see where they end up after. I want this placement to be like right there, like. So hard to rotate this stuff. I'm just gonna go like that. Might just put on rebuild and be done with it. Rebuild for now. All right, we don't have anything in there. What do we got in here? We got 8,000. You are plenty queued up enough. So let's go with. What do we just get? 3 of them. So we'll call that what? About 3,000 piece. No, not quite, but one will just be a little shallower. Little shallow. All right, we got 6 smelters going. Got a ramp started. We got this filled out pretty decent. I'm pretty overall happy with height-wise. Again, like it's kind of sloped, so that will have to be adjusted, but we'll get there. Gotta kind of fill this in a little bit, I think, like right there, a few spots for a road up here and a road up there, because that is for the next tier, I think. We got a road built to those. All right, what do we got here? 30 beams. Let's try to stuff equaled back out. So we need 100 beams. Oops. Enough. Are they each one and one? We're at 270. So what's that? 135. Let's go here. Planks. Cancel that. Let's go. All right. So that should work for that. I haven't been making any barrels lately. Let's make sure you're still running good over here. Yep, some fuel. And we got quite a bit of time left there. Yeah, all right. So we got the ramp started about halfway. I'd say about halfway down. Got that filled in and smoothed out temporarily good. We got to add more there. No big deal. We have to complete eventually this, which is going to be right across there and obviously right across there. That'll just be another way into the pit, depending on which side we're working on or which way is the quickest, or if we want to loop it. This was just where we started with some early coal to make some money to get started. But this is the edge here. We need fuel, but we will wait until next episode. Smooth this out, level this stuff off. Probably do more work up there and get that leveled and built later. Eventually the smelters will be over here. I believe at the moment that's the plan. Smelters will be here. The asphalt drop off will probably be over there. I think it was going to be over there, but it's all changing. It's all changing around. But yeah, I think and that we're just leaving. There's not enough in there to even dink with. All right. Well, we're going to call it there. I'm trying to keep them around about an hour episode and trying to do that. I might pick it back up to like an hour and a half. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, if you guys care. I don't know if people want longer or shorter. Me personally, I like watching a little bit longer videos. But that's me. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button for me. Leave a comment below. Give me some more ideas for some debuffs that I could throw in the wheel for the daily spinners. Next episode, I'm going to nail down what we need to finish up for the next tier as well. I'd like to get in that because that's going to get us a chance to get our dozer and I think a fuel container once we unlock it. I'm not 100%, but I'll have to look into that part. I have to remember. Open up the rules and see what I had in there. But yeah, and if you would, hit that subscribe button for me. We slowed down a little bit, but that's all right. Or we're still at, I think, 415 last I looked, so we're still closing in on that first goal of 500. And I appreciate all the support so far. If you want to join the Discord, links in the description. Come on in there, just hang out, say something, don't say something, play some games with us, don't, whatever you want to do that, and I appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful night, evening, morning, and hope to catch you next video. Bye.